And 1, 2, 3. Spare fingers. Hi, guys, and welcome to La Lucha is Real podcast. I'm your host, Angel.
And I'm Edith.
And welcome back.
I know. I did the peace sign, bro. And then it reminded me about that meme that you sent me. It's like, how do you know when they're over 30? And then you're trying not to, like, you're trying to pose every other way. And then you put the peace sign. It's like, oh, man.
Oh, and it's saying, don't do it, or something like that. Yeah, and it's like, bro, I stay doing the peace sign.
I know, me too. It's so natural. And I think it's obviously a millennial thing or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It's just so natural. I'm just like.
What do Gen Zs do?
I don't know.
Like, what's
I think they just stand there. They barely. Well, like, for example, I have two different Gen Z sisters, right? They're different. They're still Gen Z, but they're on each side of the. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. They don't really take pictures, bro.
So Gen Zs don't take pictures?
Yeah, they don't really like taking pictures. They're just like.
But
they'll take pictures about everything else, and then they won't take pictures. They also don't post on their ¿cómo se dice?
Instagram?
Yeah, they don't post on their Instagram. Like on their profile. They'll post a story or so, but they don't post that much.
Oh, interesting. I thought this was like the generation of creators.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Because I feel like, especially with TikTok, I feel like that's when a lot of people...
Oh, yeah, they use TikTok for sure.
Uh-huh.
TikTok is different. I was just talking about like Instagram itself.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like Gen Z is more like the organic.
Yeah.
Like you can look like shit and just.
And it's cool, you know? It's like they made like photo dumps. Like they're normal. Like it's a trend now. Like to do photo dumps. And it's just random ass pictures of like your week or month or whatever time frame you put on.
I have yet to do one of those.
I have a couple of them. I like them because it's like they're organic pictures, not a lot of editing. It's just simple things that kind of stand out of your week or your
Actually,
trip.
I'm not gonna lie. I do have one, I think, and it was when I went to Seattle.
Yeah.
And I did like a few random. No, actually, Cancun too. I did like a few things like food, the view, stuff
you see,
like that.
Random things that like kind of stood out of that time frame. But yeah, definitely. I think Gen Zs are creators and everything like that. But I think like the ¿cómo se dice? Millennials kind of introduced that into it.
That's true, because I feel like our generation was the one, like the YouTubers and the like Insta baddies and
whatever. But I definitely think it came from primarily YouTube, you know, from like the OG like creators. Do you remember what's her name? Jenna Marbles. Do you remember Jenna Marbles?
Okay, the name rings a bell, pero
she
no
had,
me
like little Chihuahua dogs.
Pero quién es? Like, what did she do?
She was a YouTuber. She's an OG YouTuber. And then you have all the like that's where makeup influencers came into play.
She did makeup or?
No, she didn't. But she was comedy. But then makeup influencers came into like the YouTube space as well. And like you have the OG creators as well. Like Desi Perkins, Katie.
I don't know who any of them are.
Did you watch YouTube a lot or no? Casi no.
The only time I went onto YouTube was for music videos.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
You see, I didn't really watch music videos. Like I miss en cuando, but it was mostly for video, like for entertainment purposes. Definitely use it a lot, especially when I started getting into makeup. YouTube was everything. And then, well, with time passing, you know, you got MySpace and MySpace kind of fizzled out, which was, I think it was awesome. You could create your own profile. I thought that was so cool. Like I was over here like being a fucking, ¿cómo se llama?
A little coder
and shit.
Yeah, I used to have all the codes. I used to have all the fucking codes for MySpace. I used to have so much fun decorating.
What was your song on your profile?
I had so many. It honestly, it constantly changed.
I don't remember what my song, but I think it might have been something, I don't know. Maybe something with T-Pain or Bow Wow. Something like that.
I'm pretty sure I had them too. No. I had so many though because I constantly changed it depending on my mood. But the top 5, I think you do like top 10, top 5.
Yeah, you could decide between, I think
how many top people you had.
Yeah, because you could even have one. Like you could just do one person if you wanted to. And then it's funny because I feel like back then we were like very like, we did not give a fuck, bro, because let's say like one day you have an off day with that friend, you fucking move them down in rank.
And that's something. How people knew the Chisme, because they noticed that shit on your profile if they're moved down on the rank.
Yes, bro. Like, oh no, this bitch talked a little bit of shit of me. Let me like take her off my top 5, or maybe we didn't get along in lunch. Let me move her from 2nd to 5th.
Oh. Hey, sorry guys.
But that's fucking crazy how we used to like literally rank our friends.
Do you think that would be something that people would do now? Like, let's say all of a sudden, I don't know, TikTok or Instagram somehow created like your top friends.
I don't know, bro. I don't think I would partake in it because I feel like drama. You're asking for stuff like, I don't know.
Do you think people would like participate in that?
Maybe.
Like other people?
Maybe.
I feel like Gen Z are the type of people that probably have like Tom as their number one.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I feel like, I don't know if they would participate, honestly. That's a good question.
It would it would stir a lot of shit up. Yeah. Let me tell you, it would bring back cheese. Like, it would have hella cheese. Like, or that's how you would know too. Like, I feel like nowadays with like Insta and stuff, like you figure out that somebody's not dating somebody anymore just based off of like how they're like if their pictures are with a couple, like if couple pictures are no longer there, that's how you kind of like can put 2 and 2 together and figure out like, oh, that couple's not together no more. Yeah. But like back then you would have a status and that's how it would announce.
Oh my god, do you remember that?
It would announce to everybody when you like got into a relationship, when you broke up, if you got married, like
people took that shit serious. It's kind of like Facebook. Facebook also announces, right, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Your status. Mm-hmm. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then parents got on it, and it just got like you saw a bunch of Candy Crush scores and like Farmville or whatever the fuck it was.
Bro. Like, what the fuck is happening? No, I obviously like I loved MySpace. It had its really, really good times. I probably still remember my password to log in and everything, but we transferred into Facebook, it was like a whole transition, bro. I hate it because Facebook does these things, because I still get on it, especially now since we're doing that, the challenge. I get on it more often, right? But usually I get on it to like check up on family, make sure everything. Porque ahí anuncian todo, bro. Yeah. Ahí es donde me entero de todo. So, where was I going with this?
I don't know, girl. How it announces.
Oh, it announces your memories. So it'd be like...
but if you post it, right? Like, only if you repost it.
Yeah, but like for you, yourself, it'd be like, oh, memory from 2011, bro. And then it just shows a fucking weird-ass status. And I'm like, Edith, what the fuck, bro?
I know. I cringed so hard at some of it. I had to go in there and, like... I had to go in there and block it. Like, make it private to even my friends and family who follow me. So any of my old stuff, you can't go back to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like, fuck that. I don't want people going... Like, imagine someone taking the time to scroll...
No, y eso es lo que hacen nowadays.
To scroll all the way to what fucking 2010 Angel was saying.
Yeah, because let me tell you, like, 2010 Edith was fucking ignorant at times. I'm gonna fucking admit that.
So
she's grown a lot.
Yeah, same, girl. The stuff that I said, I was like, ew, I fucking cringe at myself. But so I went and I blocked it so that even friends and family who have me, like, they can't go to all my past shit.
You have to show me how to do that, because
I was just like messing with it because I was like, girl, like, I see like how even just because I you know what triggered it? I saw this thing that it was Kendrick Lamar or something. Somebody was talking about how like they scrolled all the way to like his like old Twitter or whatever to see if he ever said anything that like, you know, people could use against him. And they were like, bruh, we found nothing. Like they went through all his fucking old tweets and they found nothing that they could use against him. And I was like, holy shit, like people nowadays be doing that. So I was like, fuck that. I went to, because I had a lot of cringy shit on Facebook that I was like, let me just block that, because
that. And I also have to, like, I think my Twitter is still active. I have to deactivate that shit. Or whatever it's called now. I don't
X.
X or whatever it's called. I need to deactivate it because
I
I do
wasn't.
have a lot.
You tweet. Were you one of those like people who tweeted a lot?
I used to tweet a lot when I was in my ignorant phase, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Little, I don't know qué me creía yo. La verdad. But it's some shit that, like, it's questionable.
I honestly was not a Twitter person. I was never really a fan of Twitter.
Yeah.
But I know I did have a Twitter, so I should probably check on that too. Fuck them.
Because
I
that's
know.
the last thing you need. Somebody bringing up your fucking
Past.
tweets or whatever from, like, which obviously your thinking is not the same way.
Yeah.
Like, you obviously.
Well, we were teenagers, bro.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Pero ya tenemos Instagram and TikTok and everything like that. It's evolved.
Yeah. You also I remember like MySpace also a lot of people became creators from MySpace. Like, do you remember well actually maybe it wasn't. No, it might have started on YouTube, but then I since I wasn't on YouTube, a lot of shit got recycled onto MySpace.
Yeah, there we go.
Right? I think that's what happened because like for example like Jeffree Star
yeah.
I saw like how he kind of blew up and stuff, but like I saw him more on MySpace and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't so much into like YouTube, so I saw him on MySpace.
And then I think a lot of creators also use besides YouTube. You remember Tumblr?
Oh my
That
God,
was a big thing.
yes. What happened to Tumblr?
I don't know, guys. Do you guys have your Tumblr? Let me know. Comment down below if you still do, because I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know if it doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot of like that also was another way of like becoming a creator back in the day, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, ahora tenemos, honestly, it's so many ways to become a creator. You could do like YouTube. I feel like honestly being a creator, you have to kind of dabble into all of the social medias, but you have YouTube, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, like different kind of things.
I feel like now a lot of people became creators because of TikTok. I feel like TikTok made it extremely easy for people to become creators, aka us. Like, well, I mean, do you consider us creators?
I guess so. I would say yes.
Cause like we're podcasters, like we're It's so hard because like I feel like we've talked about like trying to get into the mindset of a creator and like, cause yeah, we have the podcast, but like like there's a lot of people who follow us and like want to see more and stuff. Even just like our friendships. So it's kind of like I feel like we need to get in that mindset of
being a creator.
Yeah, and like not just a podcaster.
And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Girl, you're gonna be like those guys. Being a creator is harder than working 9 to 5.
Break it up, girl.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like I didn't watch the whole video. I saw like
Me neither.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. So if you want to call me out, you can. But like all I saw was a quick snip of some guy saying, I don't even know who the creator was.
It's because honestly, I don't know. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Don't fucking come for me. But I don't know who the creator was. But they had said that like, yeah, like you gotta do this and that, and it's even harder than being a creator is harder than working a 9 to 5 or something.
Yeah, it's because I saw it. Well, who was it that reposted it? So Mexican, the Instagram page or Instagram. Me Too?
I think maybe both. I don't know.
One of them
or Latino Chill.
I don't know. One of them, bro.
One of them
posted. That's why we don't know the whole video, so it's only a snippet. So of course we can only say so much about a snippet, right?
I'm sure that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Oh yeah, I saw the comments.
I didn't see. What did the comments say? Because I didn't even bother to go
ripping them apart because they're like, how is basically like saying the 9 to 5 is harder than being a creator and stuff like that. And that's interesting. What's your opinion? Now that we're dabbling into like being the creator world, podcasting, creating and stuff like that, obviously it's not our full-time job.
No.
Like it's not like all we dedicate ourselves to. We also have a 9 to 5. So what's your opinion in regards to that?
I can't say that it's harder. Definitely being a creator and having a 9 to 5, I think both at the same time is difficult. Because it's crazy because so we have our 9 to 5, but then I feel like podcasting and now I guess we want to call ourselves creators is like our 5 to 9. So it's kind of like just it's kind of like working literally from
Forever.
morning. Yeah, it's like when you're still having a 9 to 5. So I want to say that's difficult in itself because like you clock out of work and you're already so mentally for me, okay, like I work in an office environment, and for me it's a lot of mental like como se dice, like it just it drains me mentally. I can't even imagine people who have physical like laborious jobs,
Yeah.
like that they're over here like work pushing barrels and whatnot. Because like even when Val was doing landscaping with his dad, like he still does landscaping, but a different side of it. And I remember he came home that day and he was fucking beat. Like he came home and he was just like, what the fuck? Because he had to literally put bricks like ladrillo like on a wheelbarrow, and then you have to fill it up as much, so you have to do less things. But like, could you imagine just pushing that thing all day long? So I can't even imagine. But anyways, go back to my point. I work in an office environment, so like no, I'm not pushing fucking barrels, but like it's like mentally draining and just dealing with people and talking on the phone and stuff like that. It don't get me wrong, like in retrospect, my job is not hard, but it's so mentally draining that when I come home, I'm just like, ugh. And then having to like switch that mindset of like, I just went from like clocking in or whatever and clocking out from a day job to like now, like finding the energy to like podcast or create content or and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then I'm just like, bro, can someone, that's when that mindset of like, can someone just tell me what to do so I can do it? But when you're a content creator, it's like you have to lead the way. If you're not doing anything, nothing gets done. So I feel like I can't say that being a content creator is harder. I just think it's different. It's like comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Like you can both eat it. But
But they're different.
they're different.
They're different. I definitely understand that. Like, I think, obviously, like, I think we are in an era where we're privileged to have the internet and to use different social medias and earn income from it. So definitely a privilege for that, because I wasn't, like, back in the day, 20 years ago, that was not it, it wasn't
Yeah.
here. So obviously this created a whole new job. Do I think it's harder than a 9 to 5? I kind of will take the same stance with you on that one. It's apples and oranges. I don't think you can compare. Now my thing is, like, it comes depending on what kind of 9 to 5 too. You get me? Because like, for example, you were talking about Val, like the laborious, like using physical, like big time
It's
labor.
physically demanding.
Yeah, like te acaba el cuerpo little by little, and I feel like that's a whole different toll that it takes. And I only say it because my dad works where he uses his physical body a lot to like cargar like really really heavy things, and he's
You could see it wear him
depleted.
down.
Yes, so I don't know. I don't know if I would say it's harder than 9 to 5. I think it's different, kind of different.
It's just different.
Yeah, it's different lanes basically. But I definitely do have like for laborers jobs is just a whole different other ballpark too, because I think it's just
Yeah, and it
too
also
much.
depends on like what kind of content creator you are. Cuz like if you're kind of content creating heavily relies on like a lot of editing, because
Yeah,
there's content creators who can just go live, and for them
like they
that's
just live stream.
they live stream, or for them like maybe like like doing a skit real quick or something, or
Yeah,
like recording something, and then especially nowadays I feel like a lot of like content that's just like very organic and raw, and like they just put it together, like they don't need a lot of like editing, and you know what I mean.
yeah,
That's a little bit easier than someone having to sit down and go like kind of like when we podcast, like we have to go and make sure that like all the audio is like synced to the video, and then it's a little bit more editing and stuff like that. And where was I going with this?
no sé.
Oh, I was saying that it also depends on like what kind of content creator you are, because there's people who just like record their daily activities,
Yeah.
and then
Like
that,
vlogging.
yeah, kind of like vlogging style, and then there's also people who actually like create skits. They have to like sit down and brainstorm that, like there's different kinds of content creators. So
I think.
it's just its own. I can't compare. I would never say that it's harder.
Yeah.
I just think it's comparing two different things.
Me too. Me
But
too.
I thought it was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it's like also it's like if you start comparing 9 to 5s, like which one is harder?
Yeah.
You can also go into that one too.
Yeah.
Want some 9 to 5s are mentally more draining, other ones are physically draining. So it's like which one is harder?
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So now you bring content creation
Or
into
it's
it.
like comparing like a fucking trauma surgeon to like someone who like what I do. You know, it's kind of like, holy shit, that's totally different. Like, I can't even imagine, like, the shit that trauma surgeons have to do.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. You guys, I want to hear your guys' opinion. Do you think a 9 to 5 is harder than being a creator, or a creator? It's harder to be a creator than a 9 to 5. Oh.
It's interesting. But also, like, can you expect someone who's never been a creator to understand, like,
That's another thing.
How difficult it can be?
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when we first got into this podcasting world, I was totally ignorant to like how much mental capacity you need to do this shit. Because podcasting has become a whole nother job for us.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but like now that we're dabbling and like actually being content creators and maybe not doing like skits necessarily, but actually like putting together like, I don't know, like other stuff,
Yeah.
I'm just like having to even just like brainstorm. I mean, like constantly being on alert of like, oh, this could be content. Like having that in the forefront of everything we do is just kind of like, oh shit. Because like even when we went to Yosavo's 2nd year anniversary, we're over there, dude. We're over there like just enjoying the party, vibing.
Very living in the moment.
Yeah, we were living in the moment, and then come to find out, there's other creators there who are, enjoying their time, but they're also working because they're also creating content. And it was like after when we came back and we saw people post all these cool videos and like things that they did, I'm like, shit, Edith, we didn't do shit.
I know, we live too much in the moment, bro. I was like, I didn't even, maybe a story of the drinks or something that I posted, that's it. It's all we got because we were just so into it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing about it. I feel like the content creator mind, you have to like switch it and be like, okay, what can I, so you could always search for something to make content of.
Yeah.
Because you can make content out of anything, guys. It's just you seeing it with that eye.
Yeah.
That's it.
And honestly, there is a niche for everybody. Honestly. There is an audience for everybody. Like, didn't we just, I think on Instagram, we had connected with, I think they're another podcast, and all they talk about is charros and charreria. And I was like, and like I went to go kind of like check it out, and I was like, holy shit, they have a lot of followers. Like I didn't even realize that like people were really like that into it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's just like there is an audience for everybody.
No, yeah, definitely.
So if anybody wants to be a content creator, just fucking do it. Like
honestly, you don't even have to wait until you have the right equipment or anything. As long as you have a phone, which I'm pretty sure you all do because you're hearing or watching this, you can literally just do it. It's just the initial thing. I feel like if you always wait until you're ready, when you have the right equipment, you have the right, you're in the right space, it's never gonna come. It's just never gonna come. You just have to do it.
And this is something that someone told me before that it just kind of stuck with me. It was like, for the person who says it's not the right time, it'll never be the right time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is true. Because I feel like like perfection doesn't exist because it's different in everybody's eyes, right? So it's like, I feel like people are like, well, I gotta wait for the right time, but it's just kind of like nothing is ever perfect. Like nothing ever aligns so perfect. Well, I guess some things can, but it's just like it's very hard.
It's very rare. You just kind of have to like
just do it.
what is it? Grab the bull by its horns and go for it.
Or take the bull by its horns. Yeah. I think that's this thing.
Take the bull by its horns.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's
There's some bulls that don't have horns, though.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I used to have some that didn't have horns.
Why? Like, I thought that was part of, like, is it like an evolution thing?
No, it's just, I don't know. There's just different, like, you know how dogs, there's different breeds of dogs? Different breeds.
Shut the fuck up. I'm just learning this. There's different breeds of bulls?
Yeah, so, like, not, like, I don't know if there's, like, specific names, but there's different kind of bulls, you know? Like,
there's different... I thought there was one bull and that was it.
No, bitch.
Hold on.
So there's some bulls that have horns, some bulls that don't. It's the same thing with cows. Some cows have horns, some cows don't. Different breeds of cows. And then
I knew some cows look different. Like some are brown.
Different breeds of cows, because depending on what breed you get, or like what kind of cow you get, also depends on the milk production of the cow.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Yeah. Me out here learning like monkeys, I knew there was different types of monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay, but like bulls and cows?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, cows maybe I could see it, but bulls?
It's like horses too.
Okay, horses, I did know that one. Yeah. I'm not that stupid.
I think there's a different,
I knew about horses. I didn't realize cows. Not cows. Bulls too. That's interesting. Are we ready for a break? But I don't know. Let's take one real quick.
All right.
And we're back. I gotta stop doing the peace sign.
The millennials. Yeah. It's like the other thing when I told you about the gym. Like, you could tell who's over 30 if they wear ankle socks or if they wear my god socks.
Okay, but like there's that old man who was wearing like long socks. And you know for sure he's over 30.
I think it's like how you wear them. Because that man had long socks, but like, you know where your what is it called? The back of your foot. I don't know what it's called, but you know how sometimes socks have like a little square or triangle around there, like a different color on there. Well, he had it all the way up, bro. That shit was not in his foot. So that's a whole different other realm.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, I think those socks are too big for you, but okay.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like me, bro. One time One time I wanted to fucking steal socks from my dad. Right? Para mis botas. Because sometimes it was like the longer socks are better with botas or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he got a new packet and he hadn't seen them either. So I'm like, I go and I fucking steal some, right? Bro, esta cosa que están coming out, bro. And then me and my family were just looking at like, what the fuck am I pulling out? I look like a fucking magic trick over here, right? And bro, this man accidentally ordered long ass socks. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they probably go all the way up to your knees or like over your knees. My dad was like, what the fuck did I order?
At least he was gonna pass the sock check.
Yes, I know.
He's a down ass fool.
He's a down fool, right?
Yeah, he's a down ass fool.
Yeah, we were like hella laughing because no se fijó mi pa. Like, he didn't see that it was. I didn't even know long ass socks like that existed, like for men, you know. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I think I see like elderly like have the long socks like up to there.
Yeah, he.
What'd he end up doing with those socks?
Oh, girl.
He uses them?
I mean, I don't know if he's used them, but he didn't return them.
Oh.
Probably still use them or something.
Cut them?
I know I have a pair because I still stole them because I needed them for my boots. If you guys wear cowboy boots, you guys know you have to wear like a long sock in order for it, para que no te cale ni nada de eso. So I just folded it in half. You get me? Like,
gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And rolled with it. And then sometimes I, like, you know how the sock curls? Mm-hmm. I tried doing that with that long ass sock because it was so long. You know, just, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out now. That's hella funny, bro.
I know.
That's hella funny.
Bro, I still have a lot of shit to return. Are you guys like that too, amigos? Like, how you have like a lot of shit to, like, you buy shit and you say you're gonna return it and you never fucking return it, and it's just there sitting at you, haunting you, looking at you.
Like, I mean, I think the longest I've waited was like 3 weeks.
No, girl. I forget about that shit. And then I find it again. I look at and I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot to return it. Now I can't return it.
If it's like something that has to get like dropped off at the post office, like if it's like Amazon, I'll just have Val do it. I'll just be like, hey, can you just drop this off at the UPS or whatever?
Yeah.
And then he'll do it for me. So that's why I don't really worry about it. It's the ones where I have to actually go to like for example, like you could ship it back, but I don't want to deal with all that. Like, so I'll just like go, because I think they charge, like some places charge you to like send it back. Fee. So what I do is I'll just go to the store and be like, I need to return this, and then ahí no te cobran. Oh. Because you're returning it to like the store.
Yeah, I get too lazy to return either way, girl. I don't know. I don't know if it's laziness or it's the fact that I just I don't make the time for it either. So yeah.
Damn. Actually, talking about getting money back, guess what I got back, guys?
What?
Guess what I got back? Big bag. I'm just kidding. Guess what I got back?
What?
Guess what I got refunded?
What did you return? Me trying to think about what the fuck you got returned.
So, if you listen to the last episode where I talk about the situation with my therapist.
Oh, fucking finally, bitch.
I know.
I've been nagging that fucking angel. Have you called? No.
And but shit, it's just how I like forget, you know, like, but I did call back, guys. You guys want to hear the story? Let me tell you the chisme. Let me tell you the chisme. This is what I was like, oh, I'll tell you tomorrow, or I'll tell you when we film. Yeah. So I called the fucking therapist's office, and then I was like, and then they're like, hi, whatever, and I'm like, I'm just calling because I want to dispute an invoice that I got, and they're like, oh, well, the person who does like invoicing or whatever is not here, but I'll try to help you out if I can. So I was like, okay, cool. So then I'm like, well, I'm calling to dispute this invoice that I got on the 17th, because it was like a late cancellation, and then she's like, okay, so like what happened? And then I'm like, well, I was like, I just don't think it's fair that I'm getting charged $50 for a late cancellation when I was like, the therapist canceled on me first. And she's like, wait, what? Like, she was so confused. And so she starts going through like my history or whatever. So she's like, oh, it looks like you had an appointment on the 7th. And then I see here that you had like a last minute emergency. So you canceled it. And then you guys had scheduled for the 16th. And then you canceled that one too. So that's why you got the invoice.
Okay, cool. Keep on going.
So then she was like, yeah, so like when you canceled on the 7th, that we have like a one-time like cancellation, like for, like what is it called? Cuando they forgive?
Yeah, courtesy.
They have like a courtesy like waive for like a first time cancellation. And she's like, so when you canceled again on the 16th, that's why you got the invoice for the 17th. But it also looks like you canceled the one for the 21st. And then I was like, hold on. I was like, no. I was like, let's go back a little bit, because I was like, I did not cancel on the 7th. I was like, she canceled on me. And she's like, oh, so you didn't have a last minute emergency? And I'm like, no, she's the one who canceled on me because she wasn't feeling well. And then she was like, oh, let's schedule you. And that's why we scheduled for the 16th. But then I wasn't feeling well either. So I canceled with her. I was like, I'm not even going to lie. I was like, yeah, it was like an hour before, but she also she canceled on me on the 7th, like an hour or two before. So it was like about the same. And I was like, and I just don't think it's fair that I'm getting billed $50 for it. And then she was like, and then I was like, so when I was like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was like, the reason why I canceled for the 21st was because when I got billed on the 17th, I was pissed. I was pissed. I was like, and that's why I texted the therapist, and I was like, hey, please cancel my appointment. So she's like, oh, so you canceled that one early? And I'm like, yes, I did cancel it early. And then I was like, and then she's like, oh, she's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and refund you right now. So even though she doesn't do billing, all of a sudden she could refund me. I caught that. She was like, "Oh, I'm refunding you right now. I'm so sorry." She's like, "I'm apologizing on behalf of our office." She's like, "Because she's like, what?" She's like, "What's on our notes here is," she's like, "I think there was like some miscommunication because what we have here and what you're saying are two different things." So basically, she put on the notes that I had a last minute cancellation on the 7th, and I was like, "This."
Did I? I told you, Angel. I told you. I was like, what if? What if? Y tú también te quedaste pensando en eso. I'm like, what if they do a one-time courtesy, but it was already used up by the last time.
Yeah.
She canceled, and it was this girl sneaky.
She said that I canceled it, and
Because she knew she was gonna get I don't know how it works in the medical field and stuff like that, but I feel like obviously it would count against her if she canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But te puso que tú cancelaste.
Yes. So
Para que no le caiga.
So I was like, what the fuck? So then when I got billed, I was like, oh, hell no. Yeah. So and she's like, that's when I straight up told her, I'm like, I'm not going to lie to you. I did cancel like an hour before, but she canceled on me. So I don't think it's fair that I'm getting billed for it. And I was like, and then I got pissed on that Friday on the 17th. So that's why I texted her on the 17th to cancel my appointment for the 21st because I was mad. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I getting charged? So she's like, oh, so you did cancel early. So I think maybe ella puso that I canceled last minute again on the 21st. Because she was like, oh, so you did cancel early on that one. I'm like, yeah. Imagine they would have fucking charged me again, dude. I would have been furious.
What the?
And then she's like, oh, I want to apologize on behalf of our office. Like, she's like, that's not what we do here. She's like, I completely understand why you were mad. She's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I would be too. And so she's like, I am so sorry for like all of this. She's like, well, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm sorry that you had you had a bad experience, but I hope that's not a reflection on our office. She's like, is the reason why you cancel with the therapist because you don't want to, you don't want to see her no more? Because I can make an appointment for you to see another therapist. And then I was like, honestly, like, I appreciate you like apologizing, like, and refunding me. Like, I really accept your apology. Like, I really appreciate that you were giving me back my money. Even though I was like, I fucking deserve my money back. What the fuck? What? Anyways, but I was like, I appreciate it. But honestly, and then I was like, I was gonna switch anyways because like y'all don't take my new health insurance. I was like, so, and then she's just like, oh, okay then. She's like, well, I'll make sure to like let management know because that's not what we do here and this and this and that. So when we were driving to the gym or whatever, and then I looked at my phone and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So she texted me, the therapist, and then it's so, they ended up telling her shit.
Yeah.
Because she texted me, like, I'll tell you right now. I'll open it right now. She texted me and she said, hi, Angel. She's like, hi, Angel. I'm sorry for all the confusion with the late cancellation fee. I did not know you were charged. That was my fault because I put the note not to charge you on the wrong appointment date. I'm truly sorry and I hope you can give us a chance to see that we are professional, but we also make mistakes. She just basically, but we also make mistakes. Like, the but just fucking defeated, like, it just took away the whole apology.
Yeah, it did.
Like, you didn't even have to add that part.
Aren't you a therapist?
Bro, I think she needs therapy. No, for sure I need therapy. Like, I definitely, like, I need to work on my fucking anger.
But yeah, the but literally just everything else.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, I'm sorry, that, except with the but.
Honestly, I think for a therapist, like, she needs work.
Professionalism.
Who is with me? Who is with me? Comment and let me know. Because when you apologize to somebody, you're going to be like, I am so sorry that I said that to you. But it's because you also made, like, I make mistakes. Like, you can't just, you can't apologize and then say but. Because as soon as you say but,
it negates it.
It negates everything you said beforehand.
I know. It does. It does.
Like, come on now. And I think, I don't know, what do you believe her? Do you think she really put the fucking...
No, I feel like management made her text you. And then give her like, bro, you lost a customer, like, really, to the office? You better try to see if you can repair that. Because, honestly, you could go, like a lot of people do, you know.
Fucking write reviews. A review?
Yeah, write a review. You could also report them to the Better Business Bureau, too. Mm-hmm. For fees.
Yeah.
You know? You could go if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
You could do all that.
Also, though, se pasan de verga with $50 fucking... Come on now. $50?
That's crazy.
Therapy... Guys... As it is, therapy is already expensive. Yeah. Okay? Now, let's say somebody's having a bad fucking day. They're having a bad fucking day and they don't want to see their therapist. Maybe they should see their therapist because they're having a bad day. But you just sometimes don't want to fucking talk to anybody and you're having a really bad day and you don't want to talk to them and you cancel. Now you're going to charge $50 fucking dollars? Come on now.
I think it's ridiculous.
$50 is ridiculous. Con un 25 maybe, you know, like a little 15, some.
A little 10, you know.
Therapy is already expensive. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
But $50, I don't know. But yeah, I honestly, like, when I saw, that's why when I saw her text, I was like, that's how, you know, you were like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, girl, it's okay.
I'll talk to you about it on the podcast. I was like, fucking shit. Gotta wait.
Yeah. No, but I think it's bullshit too. Come on now. You can't, like, here's the thing. When you apologize, you can't use but.
Yeah. I'm going to use it all the time now.
I'm fucking guilty of that. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, me too, bro.
Yeah.
Sin duda. I probably used it like yesterday or something.
I've definitely done it in the past, but it also, like, it is kind of, I think it's a little toxic. It's unhealthy to use but, because then it like I said, it negates everything you said beforehand. Of it, just your apology is like out the fucking door.
Yeah,
it don't mean shit anymore because now you're trying to defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, if I was like having a really bad shitty day and I yelled at you, right, and I'll be like, I'm so sorry for yelling at you, but I was just having such a bad day. And it makes it more of me than makes it more of me apologizing to you.
Yeah.
You get me? It makes it more of like, oh, me. This me.
Yeah. Like, it's like, and it's not about you, girl. Yeah. It was about me because I'm the victim of your yelling.
Exactly.
Of the fake yelling.
And I feel like putting that but, even though you want to explain yourself and you don't have those intentions, it still negates the apology to the person, and it makes it about yourself.
Yeah. I'm definitely, I think being a person of taking accountability, apologizing, and also forgiveness, I've had to grow a lot. That's one thing. Those are the 3 things that I've had to, like, grow in a lot, like, in my life in general, because I feel like I've always been the person that would be like, I am so sorry, but then, like, yo por querer explicarme, like, for wanting to explain myself, I'll do, but this and this and this and that. And then, like, it wasn't until I got older that I started realizing, like, oh shit, like, it kind of makes me self-centered. Like, it, like, you're making it all about you as soon as you say but.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but it's like at that point you're just like, I don't give a shit of, like, you're kind of saying, like, oh, I don't care, like, how you feel, but, like, I have to explain myself on why I did what I did.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, dude, that's not healthy. And especially, I think that was one of the things that I learned a lot. Like, I really learned being in a long-term relationship, because, like, I've done shit, you know, like, we've all fucked up. We've all fucked up, you know, and I feel like I've apologized to Val, and then realizing that, like, when I say but, or, like, oh, try to explain myself, it's like I'm making it about me. And then it's like, how is he gonna feel like, but, like, like, you hurt me.
Yeah.
I'm the person that was hurt.
Exactly. And you telling him about that, like, whatever you are going to, it might maybe a little bit like help, but it doesn't change the fact that you hurt that person. It does not change the fact you hurt that person. So I feel like you could tell, like, you could say sorry, of course, you know, and if you want to tell your story, like, you have to do it in a way where it's like, if they want to hear why you did that, not just say, like, just say it just to explain yourself, you know.
I think on the other end too, though, I think when it comes to forgiveness, this is another thing that I had to learn as well, being in a long term relationship,
Yeah.
is that when you forgive someone, like actually forgive them. Because people will be like, oh, like I forgive you or whatever.
Don't bring that shit up 10 years later.
Exactly.
I'm talking to everybody that is like for example, this is an easy example I could do. The relationships, right? When you have issues in a let's just hypothetically say maybe this is going to be a strong one, but cheating. And a lot of couples forgive that. And that's to everyone, each their own, right? But if you decide to forgive, like actually forgive the cheating, you can't bring it up 8 years later when you guys are fighting and frustrated. That is forgiven. Yet that if you bring it up later, that means that you have not genuinely forgiven them.
Exactly.
And that's when you have to do the deep work. Either leave them or find a way to actually forgive them, because you bringing shit up all the time is just damaging even more. So you either forgive. I don't want to say forgive, forget. You know, that's always kind of like there. But you have to not let it intervene into the new like stage of your relationship.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's like, trust me guys, like there's stuff that like I still remember that time Val pissed me off, you know, like I still remember like this and that, you know, but like when I'm letting it affect my relationship and I'm letting it it's still like angering me, you know, like that means that I haven't forgiven him. So it's like at that point you're fucking lying when you're saying, oh, I forgive you, like, you know what, it's okay, let's move on from it. But it's not okay, because it's still stewing inside and you're holding on to it. It's like I had to learn how to forgive someone and actually fucking forgive them.
Yeah. And that's hard.
And that one I can tell you right now I'm still working on, because there's certain people in my life that I'm like, okay, like for one, like my dad, I feel like have I forgiven him for all the shit that he did, you know? And it's like I can see he's a better person now. Not better person, he's a better dad now. Like just what I've seen, you know, like he actually like made the effort to like call me more and check up on me and stuff like that, you know, and tell me that he loves me and stuff like that. And so like for a long time I was just like, oh, I forgive my dad already, you know, but it's just like clearly I did not fully forgive him, because what happened just even 4 years ago, like right before my wedding, when I told him that he wasn't going to walk me down the aisle, it just fucking came up and it was like word vomit. And like I started crying and I was, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, I think that's when I realized like I didn't actually forgive him. Like I honestly tenía un rencor, like it was just in there. And even though I had already said, oh, like I already forgive my dad. No, it just like, me throwing it back in his face was proof enough that I wasn't over it. Yeah. And then after that conversation, after we actually kind of were like, I told him how I felt. After I told him everything and I just let it out and I'm like, this is how you made me feel. And I was like, after that, and he like, before he left that day and he looked me in the eye and he was like, despite everything that I did in the past, like, I love you so much. You are my daughter and I love you with all my heart. And I think like when I saw that and I was just like, oh shit. And then even shortly after that, like I started noticing that he was calling more, coming to see me and stuff like that. And I think that's when I really was like, don't get me wrong, like now when I still talk about my dad and like how I felt as a kid, like that inner child is still obviously hurt.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I have already like kind of accepted what happened and like healed that. It just means that I'm still connected to who I was before, you know, like that's why I'm still feeling the way that I feel. But I have truly forgiven him at this point now.
Yeah.
Now I'm still working on other things, you know, but even just with my dad, I feel like that is when I really learned about like forgiveness.
Damn. You see, I knew I had a problem with forgiveness in my past relationship, where it's like shit would happen, like he would do certain things and I'd say, you know what, like he'd say sorry, I forgave him, quote unquote, right? But at the end of the day, I never really forgave him because in every fight, I would bring up shit. Like, I was that girl. I'm not proud of it, you know? But I would bring up shit from the past. Like, and that shit, if I really had forgiven it, it would have stayed in the past. But it didn't. It was just boiling and boiling. And it kept on. It was kind of like the snowball effect because more shit happened. And it was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah. Obviously, I'm not in that relationship anymore, guys. But definitely showed me how, like, I never really forgave. I just let it simmer in me, I guess. And now I feel like I'm still working on forgiveness. Don't get me wrong, because it's hard to not argue with someone and like
want to throw that shit in their face.
Yeah, want to throw it in their face, but and it's a work in progress. But poco poquito, no estoy diciendo que like I'm fucking healed and shit. No, I'm far from healed, but little steps, you know.
Yeah.
And it comes out like whenever I'm like with my parents and stuff like that, like it's shit that I just kind of keep on moving. Pero con tiempo, ¿verdad? Porque no todos milagros, no se va a arreglar todo el fucking 28 years trauma. I'm just kidding, guys.
It's hard, but I feel like if you're gonna say you forgive someone, like, don't say you forgive someone if you really don't.
No. You're just lying to yourself and you're lying to them. If anything, you could just be like, you know what? I just need time. Let me like give me time to process this. Give me time to whatever. You don't have to just apologize or forgive somebody right there when they apologize for something. You don't have to. You could just kind of let it simmer.
Yeah.
I feel like with society, it's so easy for it's like somebody to say I'm sorry and the other person saying it's okay. You know, sometimes we could, you know what? Let me simmer on that a little bit.
I actually take
some time.
I saw this like thing. Somebody explained it so well. They were like, "Oh, when someone apologizes, don't say it's okay because what they did wasn't okay, but just say you accept their apology." Yeah. And I was like, "Dude, that made a lot of sense."
Because it's not okay.
It's not okay what they did because you know they hurt you.
And I feel like subconsciously, like that goes into like the subconscious, and you saying it's okay means that they might be doing it again because you said it was okay. So, but yeah, I've seen that something about that where it's like, oh, I accept your apology, and that's it.
Yeah, but honestly, like I think forgiveness is just it is difficult. I think I've also kind of been on the reciprocating end of it where I was so sorry and apologized to someone, and I feel like it took. I'm not even gonna lie, it took years. Like years, even though they had said like, oh, like, you know, it's okay, like, let's move forward. And then constantly bringing it up or thinking about it. And then I, on the receiving end of it, was just like, you know, like, are you going to forgive me or not? You know, because it's kind of like, you can't keep telling me, like, let's move forward from this. And then you keep throwing it in my face, you know? Yeah. It's like, I already feel like shit because I did hurt you. And now you keep throwing it in my face, even though you said you forgave me. It's like, you actually didn't. So I've been on the receiving end of that too.
It's got to be real. You got to be real with each other.
Yeah.
Stop lies.
Yeah.
Work on ourselves.
Let's all work on ourselves. I guess I need to find a new therapist, guys.
Me too, bro. I need to go to therapy. Like, I don't know when I could schedule it because fuck, my schedule is a fucking mess. But somewhere, something.
But we prioritize the things that we care about.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. It's sometimes hard though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because I care about a lot of things. I care about a lot of people, but and I just have to like get into that mindset of like being better with my time because I'm not good at time management. Especially because for those who I'm pretty sure people know, I work a 9 to 5. I do podcasting and I also go to school full time. So it's a bitch. That's all I could say. Yeah. It's a bitch. Even like scheduling time and shit like that. But I have to get better. I feel like I have to use my Google Calendar more or something. Because I'm very go with the flow. I don't know if it's like but that's not going, like, it's just the go with the flow is causing more stress on my life. You get me? Like, pero ahí vamos. Hey, I didn't say I was healed, but I'm trying every day. I'm trying every day to be a little bit better. Eso sí is one thing that I tell myself every day when I wake up is like, today I'm going to be just a little bit better than yesterday.
Yeah.
That's all. That's a goal. Just to be a little bit better than the day before.
That was my goal for this year, to be better than last year. I think it's going good so far. The fuck was that?
I don't know, but that happened.
Okay. Let's take a brief break and then we'll come back and do Chisme.
Okay.
It's so funny how like the roles reverse.
Yeah.
You know, like back then my mom would, my mom never bought us like shit that like fucking Hot Pockets and shit.
Oh no, my parents either, because it was expensive.
Yeah.
It was expensive, so it's like either that or you could buy like a lot of something else, and pero ahora a mis hermanas,
Yeah.
they got, nunca les falta Hot Pockets. Nunca les falta snacks. Nunca les falta nada. Before, I had to make my own fucking snacks, bro. Like, you wanted a sweet treat? You mean that you get a pan with miel? With the syrup from the pancakes? Sometimes I would eat it like that, right? But sometimes I would put peanut butter on the other side and do like a pan con... And that'd be my little treat.
Dude, do you remember Zoom?
Yeah.
So what I used to do is something that I saw in there. I would get a sandwich bread. I would like toast it, put some butter on it, and then sprinkle sugar and cinnamon on it. And that was my fucking treat.
Ain't no fucking cookies here.
No, my mom never bought us cookies. My mom never bought us like all the shit that little kids be liking, except for hot Cheetos. My mom would buy me hot Cheetos like, I think like every now and then. Not every now and then. I think she often, because she knew that was like the one thing that I got,
Yeah.
And also Food for Less. Do you remember Food for Less?
Fuck yeah.
Food for Less would have like 3 bags for $5.
Yeah.
And it would be like the big ones,
Yeah.
So she would buy that, like that's not bad.
Well, when it was on specials, estaba en especial.
No.
My parents were like...
Yeah. If they were not special, my mom never bought them.
Yeah.
But I remember back in the day, bro, they would be like 3 for $5. My mom would be like, all right, we could get
some this time. Pero Hot Pockets, bro, ya quisieras. Pop-Tarts, ya quisieras. Like, what, you think you're rich?
Yeah. And now how the roles have reversed, because now my mom is the little kid getting all the snacks.
Yeah. No, I noticed my parents do that too. Like, if my dad goes to the fucking, goes shopping, oh, bro, he be bringing back all the cookies, all the chips, even though he always tells us whenever my mom goes shopping, don't bring cookies or chips. Like, we have enough. He's the one that brings them, bro. He loves his little sweet treat or his, like, little chips and stuff like that. And my mom's kind of the same. She loves, like, candy, sweets, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my house is full of it, guys. Full of it. So imagine going on a diet when there's so much...
Temptation.
Temptation.
I'm sorry, girl.
And I'm just like, this would be like easier if I was like living by myself, definitely, because even if I wanted something sweet, I don't got anything, like go outside and to drive to the store. That's real commitment. That you got issues right there. Like, you need to stick to your diet. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But like now they come to you, girl. You can Uber Eats it. I've been that person. I've been guilty of being like, you know what? I'm just gonna Uber Eats it. No, but sometimes the fees would get me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, as soon as I saw that it was like $35 for a fucking little shit, I'd be like, you know what, never mind, I don't want it that bad.
Like, I could do without it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and living in a house where there's just so many treats. My dad literally just messaged us today because he's in Mexico. He's coming back and he's like, oh, what do you guys want? And I'm like,
oh, she's gonna bring back all the treats.
Yeah. And I'm like, my sister's over here making their orders. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'll make my order and I'm going to leave it. Because I have to store it in my room, because or else it will get eaten by my sisters. And just until I could eat it.
You got this, girl.
Because there's nothing like Mexican chips, like Mexican hot Cheetos, bro. Oh, they hit.
I gave up hot Cheetos this year.
Yeah,
oh, wait. Have I said that on the podcast?
I don't know. No, I think you did.
Okay.
I think maybe you mentioned it once, like, but back then.
Yeah, guys. So I am your true hot Cheeto girl. Like,
She's definitely hot Cheeto girl.
I'm hot Cheeto girl.
Sorry,
And
guys.
so this year, for like kind of one of my New Year resolutions was to give up hot Cheetos.
You've been doing
And
great.
I have not ate hot Cheetos.
That's amazing. And we're in May already.
We're in May. End of May. We're getting close to the end of May. So almost half the year with no hot Cheetos. Girl, but let me tell you, I'll be seeing them in the store.
They be calling your name.
Yeah.
Les cambiaron la bolsa. I don't know if you saw. Mm-hmm. They changed them to like, now the normal hot Cheetos they look like the extra hot Cheetos, mm-hmm. which I'm like, what the fuck? Like the confusion. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I don't eat that much of them because my sisters are the ones that eat them more. I mean, Lexi, now she's a hot Cheeto. She's turning into a hot Cheeto girly.
Really?
No puede con la salsa picante de mi mamá, pero sí puede con hot Cheetos.
Interesting.
Or even like if the salsa no está tan picante, no. But hot Cheetos, get her on hot Cheetos though.
Yeah.
She's on that.
Hot Cheetos are bomb, bro. But I can't have any. All right. Let's hop into some Chisme. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do the after party. After party.
I don't know why my camera turned off over here, bro.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Sorry, guys.
On my side.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it was mostly you talking, so you're good.
Okay. All right. First one. I'm gonna read it because it's kind of long.
You saying I can't read?
Do you want to read it?
No, I'm just kidding.
I know you. Okay. It says, Hola, amiga. First of all, I know you guys cringe at this.
I'm already cringing. I don't even know what I'm cringing at.
But I did go back and listen to old episodes.
Oh, yeah. I'm cringing. Yeah. How old?
Yeah.
Very old, huh?
I think she might have gone to the beginning.
Oh.
Okay. I recently discovered your podcast and absolutely love it.
Oh.
Thank you. Now to the good part. Damn, so that wasn't the good part. Just kidding. It says, now to the good part. El chisme. We are going to keep it anonymous this time. I have a childhood... This time? Me trying to figure out if they submitted before. I have a childhood friend. She has always been media ditzy. Media ditzy? She has always been media ditzy. At least así se parece. Over the years, I let things slide because of this. I figure...
Do you mean media ditzy?
Oh, you're right, media. I was like, media ditzy? I'm the fucking ditzy one right now. Damn.
I'm like, wait, media, social media? Or...
Yeah, I was like, wait. Okay. She has always been media ditzy, at least así se parece. Over the years, I let things slide because of this. I figure she's just being an airhead. Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, she's just being an... Wait. I figure she's just being an airhead. Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, she hit me up to let me know she started working at the same place as my ex-husband. The way she went about it was weird to me, or maybe I'm tripping. A ver qué piensan, amigas. Am I tripping or what? She reached out to ask me if it was okay if she worked at his job. She wanted to make sure it was cool with me, which for one, I don't care. But what's rubbing me the wrong way is this job takes months to get hired from beginning to end. Why is she asking me now if it's okay with me? She's known for doing backdoor shit like this over the years. I feel conflicted. She knows how nasty our separation and divorce was to begin with, but I feel a courtesy, hey, I'm looking for a job and found this one, would have been nice. I honestly don't care. It's more so she waited months to bring it up. I did tell her to please keep my name out of that place if she sees him and asks about me. Not to tell him my business, which she said not to worry. Pero le gusta el chisme. Y a veces se le salen las cosas. To give more context, years ago, we met a guy, but he asked for my number, not hers. I asked if that was cool with her, and she said she was cool with it. So I talked to this guy for days and realized he wasn't for me. Months later, in la peda, me dice llorando that she has to tell me something. She tells me that she's been sleeping with him. She hit him up on the DMs, which again, me vale, pero I feel like it's always some backdoor shit. I know when she feels guilty or bad because all the conversations start with the same BS line. My cousin and other girlfriend have mentioned that she gives off the vibe of being jealous of me because I've always gotten the guys, have nice cars, my own place, have my life together. I don't want to believe that it's hard to comprehend she would be in any way jealous of me. She knows how nasty our separation and divorce was to begin with, but I feel a courtesy, hey, I'm looking for a job and found this one, would have been nice. I honestly don't care. It's more so she waited months to bring it up. To bring it up. I did tell her to please keep my name out of that place if she worked at his job. She wanted to make sure it was cool with me, which for one, I don't care. But what's rubbing me the wrong way is this job takes months to get hired from beginning to end. Why is she asking me now if it's okay with me? She knows how nasty our separation and divorce was to begin with. jealous, etc. Way jealous, etc. of me. Since that conversation happened, she has gone MIA. No text or calls unless I reach out. That's unlike her. So I feel conflicted now. My cousin and man seem to feel she isn't ditzy y se hace to get away with doing backdoor shit. I've lost so many friends since my divorce, and I feel here goes another one. And it's a shitty feeling to say the least. Worse than they stopped talking to me out of the blue. Maybe divorce is contagious, lol. Anyways, should I let things play out with her? Am I in the wrong to feel like as a courtesy heads up would have been nice? She knows my ex and him and she knows my ex, him and I are not on good terms. What do you girls think? ¿Qué me aconsejan?
This is my opinion. Based on that, just my opinion. You don't have to take it. You know, you roll with whatever. I don't think she's ditzy. I think she's jealous. I think she definitely she definitely jealous. Okay, first of all, if you said that job takes a whole bunch to get, she knew your ex-husband worked there, and she tells you once she already got hired, like, ya porque se sentía mal, because she was like, oh shit, like, I'm doing this, let me just kind of like throw it on there.
What would have happened if she never even got hired? She would have never said anything.
Exactly. I feel like, yeah, of course, it's not saying that she can't work there, but yes, I do feel like a courtesy, hey, I'm looking for jobs and I'm applying for this job, just giving you a heads up because I know your ex-husband works there, just in case. Just in case. You never know what the fuck happens. Or even when she got, like, started the hiring process, which last month, she could have told her, like, at the beginning. Like, I'm in the hiring process of this. Like, just to let you know. And then, let's go to the other situation where the guy asked for her number and they're over here talking. Turns out, she's sleeping with the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there's no relationship or anything, but that's some... Bro, if you ever fucking did that shit to me, we're fighting. Like, what the fuck? What kind of best friend are you? You know? Like, what kind of friend are you in general that you would do that fucking shit? That's not right.
No, it's not. No, I agree.
I feel like she's going after whatever she got, you know? Like, whatever she had.
No, I agree. I think... Yeah, no, she's not a real friend.
No, especially if she knew your marriage ended up real messy. Like, hasta más razón da, you know, to tell you.
Yeah. And I feel like as a friend, if she really knew, like, if she really knew you, she would have known that, like, you would have been like, oh, I don't care if you work there. Like, she would have just asked you from the beginning. But she probably has this mentality of, like, oh, it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What
do you think she should do, though? Like, should she just...
let it be.
Let it play out?
Yeah. She said that ya se ha distanciado, ¿verdad? She's not texting her.
Yeah, she's not texting her.
Honestly, I feel like that's the universe. Listen to the universe. Just being like, you know what? We're just going to distance you guys like that. And I know it sucks because if you guys were close friends or whatever. But if you're doing all the hitting up and she's not hitting you up and it's just kind of, let it be, honestly. Let it be.
Yeah.
For a good reason.
And if honestly, no answer is an answer. If she's not replying to you, getting back to you, I mean, that should tell you something.
Yeah, you should.
That should tell you. You want to read the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it long too? Another esa? I'm getting my nails done. I like your nails.
Thank you.
It's
a little shorter. Hold on.
All right. Hey girls, hope y'all doing well. My name is Diana. Hey Diana. She put her name.
Yeah.
It's anonymous, but you put your name. But it's been a while. I haven't sent a chisme. I was the one who told y'all about Matthew's baby mama. We went out clubbing, but I have a few updates now.
I remember it.
Can you jog my memory?
I don't remember the specific chisme, but I remember like this
of it. Okay, let me see if I we went out clubbing, but I have a few updates out.
Well, I think she went out clubbing with her friend and another with a guy or something, and then no. I feel like I remember it, but I don't.
Vamos a ver. Lately, I've been going out with my friend Angel. I always post on my Snapchat. So this one Saturday night, I posted everything from that night. Fast forward to Monday, I saw Matthew, aka Manuel. Yes, I'm saying their real names because fuck it, haha. Oh, okay.
Damn.
She don't give a fuck. Manuela asked me, I saw your Snapchat, and I replied, okay, what about it? And he's like, is that guy your boyfriend? I said, what? No, while laughing. Mind you, I was acting pendeja. Remember that I didn't know anything, lol. Jokingly said, why you know him? He turned away and said, somewhat. I said, oh, it's because remember that you kind of knew each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no way. What do you mean, somewhat? He then said that that's my baby mama's brother. And I said, what? Damn, what a small world. I was going to tell my friend Angel, but then he changed the conversation.
Oh, you know what? Like, I'm having a hard, it's kind of like there, but it's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, so basically the guy, she knew that they kind of knew each other. She found out that they kind of knew each other, but she kind of like didn't say anything until like obviously now that she posted him on Snapchat, and the other guy's like, oh, you hang out with him? You hang out with him?
Damn. Let us know if anything else happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
She don't give a fuck. She said, I'm spelling real names.
Yeah.
And she put her name too.
For real. Okay.
Love it, amiga.
So I'm having friend issues. I'm going to use fake names so that it doesn't get too confusing. Last month, my friend Lizzie was complaining about Jessica, saying how she's not a girl's girl and how she'd be happy if Jessica moves to a different city or out of state. God damn.
What the fuck?
She need her to move out completely.
She like, not the street, not you need it somewhere else. Homegirl.
Yeah. Jessica was also distancing herself from us by hanging out with other people and going out of the city with them. Well, this month, I guess they made up, and now they're excluding me from things. Ah, what?
Because the girl was saying, no, this girl's talking shit about you.
Whenever they hang out or have plans or go over to one of their house, I find out through my guy cousin because he'll ask me if I'm going, and I tell him that I didn't even know about these plans. Mind you, they invite my cousin everywhere, and they tell... God damn, hold on. They like, we're not going to invite her, but we're inviting the cousin. Oh, hell no. And they tell him before they tell me. They both used to like my cousin. I've called them out on it multiple times, and they say that I don't need to be invited. I can just go over whenever I want.
It don't work like that.
But I'm not like that. I'm just not going to barge into someone's house.
Yeah.
They also have been trying to hang out with the guy I like without me too. Jessica has done this before. When I found a guy cute, she had told me how even though nothing happened between him and she's happy she got close with him. Hold on, that sentence confused me. Jessica has done this before. When I found a guy cute, she had told me how even though nothing happened between him and she's happy she got close with him. That's weird.
Weird energy.
Yeah. Lizzie, she the other night mentioned to the guy I like how she doesn't have his phone number, which I thought was unnecessary. Then that night he texted me his number and her. I'm not entirely mad that they try to get at the guys I like or find cute or try to hang out with them because they are the ones that have to make an effort to get these guys' attention. And they follow the guys around like lost puppies, and they are the ones to reach out first, which I don't need to do that. The guys I found cute are like, talk to me first or come up to me. I'm just super annoyed that they do that. My big issue is that Lizzie was talking about Jessica and now acting like nothing happened. I just feel, I don't know, like they just don't like me or something, but I have no other friends, so it just sucks.
They're fake. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm very blunt. I should probably censor myself, honestly. But based on what you said, you don't want them. I know it sucks. I think it sucks really not having friends and stuff like that. But don't make you not having friends make your, like, you lower your standards in regards to friendship just because you don't want to be friendless.
¿Qué es el dicho que es más dicho?
Mejor sola que mal acompañada.
Exactly.
I'll say it again and again and again and again. Because, those aren't...
They're not real
And
friends.
that tells you a lot about, for example, that girl that was talking shit, now they're besties again. Like,
Yeah.
even though she was talking shit about the other girl saying she should move out of the
That kind
city.
of speaks on their character.
Yeah. And then they're over here getting at the guys that you already said that you had maybe like talked to or kind of liked or whatever. Nah, you don't do that. When a friend claims like, oh, that guy, he's cute, like that's mine, like not mine, but like you know that they're talking or something's happening, or she just has a crush on him. It's off limits. It's off limits. You as a loyal friend, I'm not gonna go out of my way to go try to fucking get with him.
And you know what the irony in all of this is, too? Is that Lizzie was talking about Jessica not being a girl's girl, but then she's also not being a girl's girl because she's over here fucking talking and whatever with these guys that she's, like, talking to and stuff. I'm like, fake. What? Yeah, fake. Girl, honestly, that speaks on their character a lot.
She's projecting because she's not a girl's girl.
Oh. Yes.
Mejor sola que mal acompañada. That's it.
Yeah. And it's hard. It's hard because I feel like, you know, like I think it's hard nowadays to like, if you want to, you know, I feel like it's hard not to be having, like, not to have somebody there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, because like, I think if I didn't have I didn't have anybody to hang out with too, you know, sometimes like you fucking get in your feels and be like, shit, true. Like I'm missing out.
But that's when you also have to like get out of your comfort zone and expose yourself to different, like, because there's a whole bunch of different things that you could do, bro. Yeah. There's like run clubs, you can meet people there. There's like different like girl thing, like I'm just talking about women. I'm pretty sure there's more like men's stuff too, but there's different little clubs or get-togethers or events and stuff like that. You have to get out of that comfort zone and go there, and you never know what kind of friends you meet. You might meet like very like-minded people and end up being like best friends, but it's you getting out of that box that you're in.
Also, there's what dating app does the friend thingy?
I think Bumble. I think Bumble does a Bumble Besties or something like that. Besties or friends or something. I
actually know people who met through that, and they're like good friends, and they hang out all the time now.
But it's, again, exposing yourself and saying, not staying in your little thing.
In your little comfort zone. Damn, which is funny because me and Edith be staying in our comfort zone.
Fuck yeah. Pero cuando tenemos to get out of our comfort zones, we get out.
Yeah, we do, actually.
We've
had to network. It took a couple shots to get all, you know.
A little bit of alcohol was involved, but hey.
I had to get some liquid courage.
But it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely don't think that you should keep people like that close to you. I feel like energy is a big thing, and they obviously aren't that great of friends.
Yeah, also, that was fucking weird. Like, oh, you don't have to be invited to... What? That's fucking weird.
Get the fuck out of here. But you're over here inviting my cousin every single time.
Exactly.
Every single time you're inviting him.
Oh, hell no. They're inviting my fucking cousin, but not me. Bro, come on.
No les importa.
Yeah.
Al contrario, I feel like they want you to know. They want you to know, so they kind of know.
So that you feel bad.
Yes.
That you didn't get... that's some frenemy shit right there.
Be careful.
Now, also, how your friend Lizzie was talking shit about Jessica to you. Like, now imagine the shit Lizzie and Jessica be saying about you to each other.
Again, mejor sola que mal acompañada.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
All right, then. We're going to leave it at that. And stay tuned for the after party. So we can, I don't know, hang out.
Yeah. Hang out a little bit more, talk a little bit more shit.
Yeah.
So make sure to comment, like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure to click follow and leave a 5-star review. Anything less?
You're gonna hit the DMs and we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll discuss.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, did you say follow on Apple Podcasts and Spotify? Oh, yeah,
I think so. No sé.
Also, if you guys want to leave your chisme, if you're on YouTube, there's a link down below where you guys can submit your chisme. It's 100% anonymous unless you leave your name. we will read your name.
Yeah.
Also, if you go to our Instagram, there's a link in our bio as well where you can leave your chisme. Tell us anything.
Yeah. Yo. So, yeah, amigos, if you guys want more content, make sure to sign up for our Patreon because that's where we're heading right now. So,
see y'all there.
bye.
Bye, guys. Que tengan un... what's our outro?
You started all the time.
I know.
Que tengan un...
Oh, whatever. Que Dios los bendiga.
Besitos.
Bye, guys.
Bye.